Hey everyone, and welcome to The Last Spell. I do hope you can hear me with the awesome soundtrack going on in the background. I absolutely love the music, but it is very loud, especially here in the main menu, and it will be another minute before we get started here. Today's video serves two purposes. First of all, we never start a new Let's Play in the middle of the week. That's the first purpose. It fills the gap we'll have after Subnautica. The second purpose is to gauge your interest in this becoming a Let's Play in the future. Some of you may know that The Last Spell was the very first video and series I had on my channel. That makes it a special game for me, and it was always the plan to revisit it when the game was fully released. Well, it is now, and it was a while ago as well, but there's simply been so many other games to play. But I think it could be time to see if The Last Spell is due for a return or not. If you've been watching Subnautica, you might know that the next week we'll be starting Planet of Lana. Before we're done with Planet of Lana, there will be a vote to see what we'll be playing afterwards, and The Last Spell will be one of the options. So since last time we played a very early access version, I would say. I don't remember the version of the game, but it was one map, Lakeberg, I believe it was called, or Lakeside, something lake, and that's basically what you played over and over and over. Today we'll be playing the new version, or the released version, and I'm not gonna go through a list of everything that's changed. Let's just say that while it's not a completely different game, a lot of things has changed. A lot of things has changed. A lot of things were added, a lot of things were tweaked. A lot of things were changed, moved around. Overall, the gameplay is still much the same, but yeah, it plays very differently. The difficulty curve is much more forgiving now. Lakeberg, whatever it's called, is like the third map, I want to say. So it's still very different, very difficult compared to where we started in the early access. But we'll be starting a new campaign. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. War. For centuries, the world was engulfed in never-ending strife and chaos. Elves fighting dwarves, dwarves fighting humans, orcs fighting everyone. The common folk were bled dry, misery, famine, and plague. Secluded in his tower, researching forbidden magic secrets, the Archmage Hieronymus Teller made an extraordinary discovery. Wild, unknown words of power to harness tremendous forces. A ritual of mass destruction able to obliterate any city in one strike. Hoping to end all wars, he cast a spell on Glintfane, a small enemy village. A gigantic dark ball of purple flames fell from the sky and smashed into the town's center, leaving only ruins, lifeless bodies, and purple fumes. The whole royal family of a neighboring kingdom was present at that time. They all died. The king, mad with grief, ordered the military to research this new magic. He made his mages unleash hell on the closest major city. Several 100,000 died. Every kingdom sought the purple magic. Alliances were set in motion. The sky was constantly flashing purple bursts. Thundering blasts were heard every hour. War was no more, only annihilation. There was no turning back. At some point, the explosion stopped, a resounding silence. And ominous mist started to aggregate around the remaining cities. Small groups of survivors gathered. The surrounding mist was thickening. At night, they had to defend themselves against ghastly monsters. They called them claws. A fighter simply known as the Commander took charge. Defenses were rebuilt, some havens emerged from the chaos. Most mages were hanged or worse in retribution. Some of them, fearing for their lives, tried to find an answer. They found a way. A spell. The last spell. They devised complex rituals to cleanse the corrupted runic nexus. The goal was simple, yet nearly impossible. Channel enough energy to break the remaining seals of magic. And banish all magic from this world forever. But when comes the night, terrifying mutated creatures appear. They come out of the mist to kill. The survivors' only hope is to fight night after night and protect these mages at any cost until the last spell is cast. Okay. Okay, we will go through the tutorial here. It's been a while since I played as well. I haven't completed the game, but I've definitely played the first couple of maps here. Defend the last bastion of humanity with your squad of heroes, while the mages try to banish all magic, exterminate fiendish monsters by night, and rebuild your battered city defenses by day. Protect the magic circle night after night until the mages break the seal. The haven is lost if the magic circle is destroyed or if all heroes are dead. During the deployment phase, position your heroes by placing them just outside the city. The camera can be moved using arrows or WASD. Edge panning, camera grip with mouse button, or with whatever you might have it set to. The direction of incoming hordes is shown in the commander's journal. We can't move around at the moment, I think. Nope. Now we can. Okay, we have them coming from the northeast. I am just gonna go ahead and increase the music volume again because it is quite awesome, and I think it'll be alright as long as we are in the game. Okay, well, this is Tutorial Town. I believe the first try here is scheduled to fail, but other than that, I also believe that the first time you actually play it, you can win, which was not the case during the early access build that we played last time. Okay, well, we start with 3 heroes. This is something that can be increased later on. They are all randomized. You do tend to get one that is magic focused, one that is melee focused, and one that is archery focused. There are 3 types of damage, which is the magic, and oh, that's the wrong button. We have the physical damage, and then we have ranged damage. So magic, physical, and ranged. I think, yeah, I'm not sure if melee is the correct word, but I think most of the physical damage doesn't have a range of more than 2. So it is kind of melee. They all have 3 different talents as well, I believe they're called. Yes, 3 different talents. So it might be prudent to look through these to see if maybe one of your characters is better suited for one of the other kind of weapons. This guy is an illusionist, giving him accuracy and resistance, but lose some armor, which means he's also fragile, so minus health, so he might not be the best melee character. Does have 1 move point though, which is quite nice. -1 back slot, that's not exactly great. Then we have Freya, our archer at the moment. Farmer. Plus 20 health, minus to magic damage, so not exactly a magic user. Aggressive, plus 5% damage. Frail, again, minus armor. Our last character here, Carmen, is stiff, so that's minus dodge. Heavy sleeper, extra health and mana regen, and a magician. So probably pretty good for our mage. I think. What do we have? Let's. Okay, I need to actually hold. Okay. Let's switch you two around. I don't think it makes them like a big difference here in the beginning, but yeah, at least a bit of extra health for our melee character. So let's move them out. And let us end the phase and get started. We don't start with a day phase. I don't think you ever start with a day phase, but I might be wrong on that one. During the night, repel monsters until they are all dead. Move the heroes and use their skills in any order you like. A hero's available skills depend on the gear they have equipped. Skill 1 for hotkey 1, etc, etc. So, very simple. Each weapon comes with a set of different skills to use. At the moment we have access to very limited amount of different weapons, but we can unlock a bunch of different weapons. There will also be, there are one-handed weapons, there are two-handed weapons, there are shields, there are offhand weapons, and your armor usually gives you, I believe, all armor actually gives you a skill as well. It could be extra armor, it could be dodge, all of ours is armor at the moment. It could also be crit depending on the kind of armor. That can be, you can wear rings as well. I believe that can give you abilities, so the options are many. Okay, let's see here. Every hero starts with a base of 5 action points and 6 move. And both gear and traits and perks can change that. Okay, let's see. We have 5 move. It would be nice if we could get you a bit safe again. Maybe we can. Let's start with her. Because she can actually do too much. Any movement is cancelled until you cast a skill. Or is cancelable until you cast a skill. Yeah, so you can undo a move if you want to. Let's see. Something like that I think is fine. We can do a stomp as well to try and stun. And I'm honestly thinking that's all you can do. That's nice. Then you move back. Get some extra armor on you. Ah, you can only use it once. Interesting. Okay. I think you used to be able to use them twice. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Our magic user. She can actually transfer action points and movement points. No, I don't actually think she doesn't transfer. She spends an action point to give another character 1 action point and 2 movement. And plus 10% damage actually. I think that's new. We'll see. If we feel like we want that character to get a bit further away, that might be something we do, but I think for now something like this. Number 3 here, the magic missile is a multi-target hit. Something like that should be okay. And we have our archer. We have a straight arrow standard shot. They all have a standard attack. And then we have different things. Power shot is incredibly powerful. Lots of damage, but very low range, so we have to be very close. I am personally a big fan of both the short bow and the long bow, and if we do end up getting this as a let's play, you'll probably be seeing me favor that quite a bit. Let's get up and do a power shot on you. When you have no action points left on your heroes, or you are done with your turn, hit the end turn button. This will trigger the Horde's turn. Action and move will be restored at the start of the next turn. how much damage do we do? 75 to 109. We have 2 left of these, and this is armored, so it would require both to do some damage. So let's do that. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna hold. If you hold Alt, you'll see anything that is, I believe, only anything that's visible where they can reach. So right now there are some creatures that we know about that can reach our melee character Freya here. Don't think it counts whatever is in the mist. That's absolutely fine. Did we actually lose health? No, we did exactly not lose health. Nice. Health and mana are not fully restored every day. Each hero's health and mana regen are attributes and are shown next to the health and mana indicators. When a unit's health goes under a certain threshold, they become wounded. The inflicted negative effects are specific to the unit's type. Hero, claw, splitter, etc, etc. Yeah, so each monster and hero have different wound effects. I believe all heroes are the same, but monsters can differ. Hover over the blood droplet icons under a unit's health bar to discover their effects. It's actually fine out right there. Move points reduced. Move point reduced and action points reduced. Is it? Yeah, it's worse. It's a worse reduction by move points. Okay. It's the same. 1/4 reduction move. 1/3. Yeah. Probably the same here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well now you can actually do something, which is nice. You missed, that's not good. We have a 4% chance to miss, so that's very unlucky. There's not a lot of stuns, let's get you get some kills. Let's move you a bit back. Let's move you back a little bit further, yeah, like that. They can just not reach, which is nice. That is good. Let's see, let's get a good hit in here. The tight volley is very nice because it also gives the enemies -2 movement points for 2 turns, which is excellent. And they do stack. They do stack. Okay, should be good here. Select enemies to see their skills, attributes, and where they might move on the next turn. Press left alt to see where all enemies might move. Use this information to place your heroes out of their reach. Exactly as we talked about before. So now up here we can see that we are at the end of the night, which means no more monsters will spawn. We also have an indicator as to how many monsters are left before we are done for the night. This will move differently from night to night. This was a pretty fast night, which means on turn 3 here there will be no more monsters. This also means that a lot of monsters spawn each turn. If it's a slow night, it might be in either case easier to handle because there'll be less monsters every night. They might also be more powerful. Let's get you down here. That might not be the best, to be honest. Get you down here. And honestly, I'm thinking let's so you are at your max mana is 20 and you gain 4 every night. So if you don't use any more mana, you'll be at max next turn. I'm not sure we can get away with that, but we'll try. Sure, let's do something like that. Let's get some, see if we can get some kills in. Get you a bit closer. Nice. That's okay. It would be nice to get you a bit out of the way. Also be nice to use your action points, but let's get you out of the way and let's see if we can protect you a little bit. Okay, that might have been a mistake. No, actually you're fine now. Nice. Okay. Well, then you'll just hit whatever you can. End the turn. Yes, that is absolutely fine. Any enemy within your haven or damaging its buildings and walls will cause panic. At the end of the night, the panic level determines your rewards. Yeah, so let's take that real quick. Right here we see we have City Panic. Each of these markers determines the kind of reward that we will get at the end of the night. So we can see right here that the first marker, this is the best reward we can get. It's hit very quickly, so if there's any damage, we can take some damage, and there can be some enemies within your walls for one turn, but it's very limited. You really want to be on top of it if you want to gain the best reward possible. Let's start with you actually, since you can't walk very far. That's good enough. I think hopefully we can get away with not using too much more mana here. You still have? Yeah, you do. So let's do that. But you will get hit this turn. Let's try and make it so only one will be able to hit you. Something like that is fine. Okay, so we can see this guy is wounded, so minus damage, minus movement, and further movement and damage reductions, which is very, very nice. It's another way to also, I think we are good there, yeah. It's also another way to try and sometimes delay the horde is to hit as many targets as possible. So they're slowed. How are we looking movement-wise? We are looking pretty good. Let's get you up there. Only one will hit you there. Yeah. You actually do, so we might as well transfer an action point to you, so you can hit something with the last standard shot we have. Okay, now it's just cleaning up the rest. Get some kills as well. There we go, very nice. So we get some stats after every night. We get a rank. The ranking doesn't really matter. It's, as far as I know anyway, that's just for a bit of fun. The XP, however, does matter, so each, I believe, is awarded XP per kill. And an overall experience. Can we see how much XP they get? Yeah, so they all get awarded overall XP and then extra per kill. So we can see this guy, Freya, got 27 kills, got 185 experience. More than the others. So there are some correlations between the kills as well. Very nice. Well, that was easy. Yes, it was the first night. So, every night we get the gold and we get... what are they called? Oh, I don't remember. Materials, let's call them materials for now. And we get an item. I believe the item is up here. We can't see that? No, it doesn't matter. I believe the item is only awarded if we can get the best reward. There we go. The mist moves closer every night. During the production phase, you can rebuild the haven and enhance your heroes. The commander's journal serves as a reminder of everything that you can do. Multiple resources are available in your haven. Gold is used for building structures and buying equipment, while materials are used for defenses. Workers are used to trigger the active abilities of some buildings and will replenish every day. Okay. Okay, where do we start? Let's start by leveling up, shall we? We have level ups for everyone. Let's start with our archer here. So you get to choose a primary attribute and a secondary attribute. You can switch back and forth between these as you see fit, because you do get 2 rerolls per level. If you get multiple levels for a turn, you do it all in one go. So you would have a pool of 4 or 2 rerolls per level that you would get. You get to choose between 5 random stats. They could be utter shite, or they could be all amazing. It is random. They could be common, they could be uncommon, and they can be rare. Right here we have an uncommon accuracy, which is actually pretty good, especially early on, I would say. So let's get some accuracy for Kaya here, our archer, and we also get a common range damage. It's really up to you to figure out if you want to re-roll something like that, if it's just common. I usually tend to grab it. Even if it's common, I say if there's something I can use, I will grab it, because every time you re-roll, you'll get less to choose from. It used to be that it went down, if you re-roll once, it went down to 3, and if you re-roll again, it goes down to 1. I think it's changed. I think it's maybe like 4-3 or 3-2, something like that. It's definitely not, as far as I remember. I could be wrong, of course. But let's grab the range damage here. It's always good. We also get a perk. Build your own combination of passive abilities to further specialize the playstyle of your heroes. Heroes have varying perk trees, so check them out carefully. Heroes will gain 1 perk point per level up to level 11. If you want to plan ahead, you can pin the desired marks as a reminder. Oh, really? Oh. Now, how do you pin? Ah. Okay, interesting. In either case, we have... all the heroes will have a physical tree, a magic tree, and a range tree. Plus 3, whatever you want to call this. Later on, you'll be able to unlock... further trees. They are, I don't know, let's call them specialization trees, because they are very specialized in very specific things. I think you'll unlock 1 or 2 extra trees. There are room for 2 trees here if we squeeze everything, so maybe. And they are very powerful. Obviously we are ranged, but that doesn't mean that the range is what we want. In this case we could get steady aim, as long as the hero didn't move during this turn, plus 10% accuracy and plus 1% skill range. It's actually not bad. But it only counts as... it only works when we didn't move. which is something I very, very easily tend to forget. We're probably still gonna grab that one because I don't see anything else here that might be great for us. See, this is also, even though we are ranged here, this is not bad either. Every 4 enemies killed, including poison kills, +1 daily mana regen, up to 25% of the hero's mana. So obviously that's a great help in dealing with our mana issues, especially if we have a character that is going to use a lot of mana. Some use more mana than others. I think we're gonna go ahead with the steady aim here. It makes sense. We can see we unlock the next one, and we can see how many we require to unlock the next one. I think it's 1 for the first one, and then it's 2 every for the rest. Okay. Increase the primary and secondary attributes of your hero to reinforce strength or alleviate a weakness. Yes. Let's see, our melee character. Also accuracy, that's a rare one. Extra 2%, let's grab that one, because why not? Uncommon physical damage. Usually I tend to spec out of the physical pretty early on, because I actually find them increasingly difficult to use. For now though, let's just... we don't have much of a choice either. Let's just continue to use that. And we are definitely going to get the execute facility, or the execute ability here, because it unlocks fatality skill, allowing to execute any enemy in melee range under 10 health. This threshold is increased by 3 for each level of the hero. So at the moment, if an enemy has, it does say under, so I'm gonna say it's 15 health or below, we can finish it off for free, which is very nice. Combined with, sometimes you can get extra movement for killing. If you have low movement, you can literally run around and just finish off like 3, 4, 5 enemies if they are all low on health. Let's get that one. And we got an extra ability down here. Then we have our magic user, extra mana. That's not bad at all. I usually don't tend to take too many of these because it's not super difficult to take to get mana, but I think one unlock is just fine. Same with the mana regen to get it to like a decent base. Yeah, let's get some mana with you. That's not bad at all. Okay, we actually have quite a few things to choose from. Experience gain is good here early on, but given that this is a tutorial and it's not gonna last very long, I don't think this is not gonna be very good for us. We have some propagation damage. This is increased damage on anything that jumps from target to target. We don't have any of that, so for us it's not really very good. Otherwise we have some magic damage, which we can use, and we have critical power. We have 9% chance to crit at the moment, so it's not a bad one, but we are not really focused on crit yet, so I think we'll just go with the flat magic damage. I don't think I checked with the other one, so I think all 3 got the same in range, steady aim and the harvester, but we can see that our magic user actually did get something else in the physical. They got sprint. Unlocks the sprint skill, allowing to restore movement points in exchange for some health. So even though they all have, you know, one of each tree, the skills within each tree are different, and we can see actually here already in tier 2 there are different ones as well. Same with tier 3, and you can see a lot of them are changing back and forth here. So even you know, any mage might not be the same. Like they all have vastly different skills. Let's see. Yeah, you're gonna get Hauster because you need the mana. Okay. So Area Haven starts with some buildings and with some ruins. Buildings offer a variety of different things. We have a shop where we can buy things. We start with a temple here. I think that is not normal. It is not fully upgraded. This is, I think this is not normal, but it's been a while since I played, so there could have been small things added here and here. I think this is because it's the tutorial. The temple is something where you can use workers to heal your heroes. We can go ahead and build a mana well that does exactly the same, just with mana. And this is basically all the buildings we have access to here in the beginning. We have the temple already built, we have the mana well that we have not built, that we are going to build, and then we have the shop. Actually, I don't think we're going to be building the mana well, not yet anyway. We can see what they have in the shop first. We have houses. They each grant us workers. Each house grants 1 and can be upgraded at least once, maybe twice. For now, we don't have too much to use the workers on, though, so it doesn't really matter. We are gonna clear out some ruins here, and all ruins have 2 different ways to clear them. You can either focus on gold, gaining both gold and materials, or you can focus on materials, gaining lots of materials and a little gold. Let's see what we have in the shop first, shall we? Items have 2 elements that define their power. Level defines the value of the attributes and damage. It is represented by the Roman numeral at the bottom of the icon and the +X in the name, and can go up to +5. Rarity adds random bonus attributes to the base item. It is represented by the color of the item. Common, uncommon, rare, and epic. We'll get to show that right here. So, you can see we have a hat up here, a male coif. It gives +2% dodge and 3% resistance as a base. That is a common item. It's a common item. Maybe the coif just has some dodge on its own. I would imagine this would have had 3, but maybe the leather cap doesn't have anything other than the base dodge, so it gives 2 random things because it is a rare item. Reliability in this case and dodge, and these are random. You can find some amazing items and you can find some crap items. It's just, yeah. It is all random. For now though, we have a potion of health. I have a mana potion. I usually tend to get these because these can be quite useful. There's also a lot of perks that allow you to spend your consumable items more per night, which is excellent. Actually, I have a focus ring that gives 1+1 action point. That is not bad at all. It does take away a little bit of damage. So each hero can hold 2 weapons, and sometimes it can be valuable to have even the same weapon. If for now, for instance, we can only use 1 tight volley each turn, or 1 rain of arrows, for instance. But if we have two short bows, we can use it twice, once for each bow. Let's see what we have here. We can go ahead and sell some of our stuff as well. Heroes have 2 different weapon sets. Yes, we literally just talk about it. They can swap between them freely at any time during combat. Any attribute modifier granted by the equipment is always applied, even if the weapon set is not currently active. Which is very nice. Consumable items, potions and scrolls do not disappear when they are used. Instead, they have a limited number of uses per night and fully refill at the start of the production phase. Let's see. You're not gonna get into combat, so it would be nice to have that extra move. Honestly, same with this. Let's get the extra accuracy. It does leave them very vulnerable. No, you definitely want that, because you're the melee. Let's see here. That is, what, plus crit? A lot of extra armor though, even though it's minus dodge. Let's put that on you. I mean, 4% dodge or 0% dodge, it's not gonna make much of a difference, I feel. Yeah, you have 15 armor now. Let's go ahead and sell this for a bit of extra gold. Let's see what we have. The medium armor +1 actually. Might not be too bad for you. 20 gold? Yeah, why not? Oh, right, the night reward. Let's do that first. Every time you get something, some sort of reduction, could be the night reward, could be from your buildings as well, it'll show up here. Some of it is just a flat out resource, like gold, for instance, or materials. Others will be an item, and every time you get an item, you click it, and you get 3 random ones, and you have to choose one. Let's see what we get here. These are not bad. Range damage, mana, excellent, not bad. That is a lot of extra accuracy and movement points. Armor, dodge. Unfortunately, they have fur pants. So the extra dodge is not really worth anything. Otherwise, they could actually have been good for our melee character. But they can still be pretty darn good. What do we have here? Resistance, health, and resistance. So resistance, pretty much, is a flat out damage reduction to anything incoming. So it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. But these are very low numbers, of course. We have to start somewhere. Nasal helmet, the fur pants. I don't think we need accuracy so much at the moment, and I think we got accuracy on everyone. So let's go for the hat, and let's put that on our melee character here. We got the medium armor. Let's put that on you as well. Let's sell this. Reliability is makes it so your minimum damage is increased. So each weapon, as we can see, has a minimum and a maximum damage. The more reliability, the higher the minimum damage. So obviously, if you're at 100% reliability, you do max damage every single time. I think we're gonna go ahead and buy the ring as well. We're probably gonna buy a shield, honestly, because you have a one-handed weapon, so a shield will be good. That is not the button I wanted to click. Let's see here. That is 7 block, which is not bad at all. Block pretty much it removes damage from anything that comes in. So if we take 10 damage, this removes 7. But I think a portion of incoming damage, yes. I'm not sure. Yes, block is for every attack. Armor is something that is worn down and and is returned every turn. So say you have 2 monsters, each attacking you for 20. The first one will deal 0 damage because it takes away 20 armor. The second one, if we ignore the block, will do 3 damage because it will remove the remaining 17 armor and then deal 3 damage. Let's see, who do we want this for? It's probably best on you, just because you have a lot of versatility, or a lot of things to add, to use it on. And with that in mind, let's honestly buy another bow. Just to have some extra options. We could honestly do the same with you. This is a wand as well. Actually, was the other one a novice bow versus bow? No. I think they're called wooden as well. So there's a base version of every weapon, and then there's like a worse version here. Wand versus novice wand. Let's actually get that one as well. I'll still keep it on you, but focus on using the slightly better wand, of course. Let's see, what else? Armor and accuracy. Let's get that one as well, to be honest. Let's get the health. Get the mana. So you want that. You're quite nicely beefed up now. Let's give you the health as well, and let's give you the mana. Okay, we still have our workers, which we can use to... I don't really think there's... We pretty much cleared this out. There's a potion of strength, which is not bad at all. 14. We would need 9 gold. That's actually perfect. Let's get the materials then. Just like that. Okay, who's getting the damage? Probably the ranged character if you want to go nuts with some volleys. Okay, now we come to materials. This is going to be a bit of a long video, but that's okay. We have barricades, we have some walls. We have the wooden wall, and then we have a reinforced one, and then we have a gate. And we can get better versions as well, because there are things that we will get to later on, hopefully. Let's buy some barricades. Let's not completely... Just a bit of random. Let's not completely block ourselves in, though. Let's build some wooden walls. Okay, we can go ahead and upgrade them as well. Or one at least, maybe two. Yeah, excellent. Okay, well, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Because there's a few more things I would like to show before we end here. We might not get to show it, just because it's getting to be a pretty long video. Okay, as always, let's start with you. Nice, fatality. These little runners are extremely agile, so that is something that we very much want to take care of. With weapons that are not necessarily... or that are accurate. Let's do that. So I would like to get you a bit out of there. Might honestly prefer to get you a bit further away. You don't have so many people able to attack you. Like this right here, for instance, is, I believe, inaccurate. Doesn't say so. Maybe they changed that. Huh. Range damage is inaccurate. Increasing the target's dodge the further they are. Okay, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, maybe it's not inaccurate anymore. Excellent. Okay. Ugh. Bad mana node. I can't do this alone. Hold it together. All of this is your fault. And they're not exactly happy with the mages. Okay. I think it's time that we put these guys down. Some bones, because they're starting to be a lot. Okay, good enough. Okay, you have 2 left. That might be something we want to use for a magic missiles. I think that would be just about perfect. Nice. Clear board. A magic circle. It's decaying. It won't hold. Oh my god. Yep, that's a lot of shit. Okay, 72 left. See if we can get some stuns in, because there's starting to be a lot here. Yep, that's good. Focus on these. I would like to get you an extra action point. Let's get you up there, use some armor. You have 2 left, could be a magic missile. move you back a little bit. Starting to get a little bit tight around here. Move you one over because you can reach. Excellent. My body, oh no, the seal, it fights back. Another mage, quick, find another mage. There's still hope left. Surely the other havens will be able to break all the seals. Uh-oh. Right, and there we go. Okay, excellent. I do get to show off the last little bit. So obviously this is scripted, but this is basically what happens when you lose. And when we lose, and during every run from now on, we can freely interact with these two. These are two energy beings, whatever they are, that it's revealed later on, that we can use for permanent upgrades. The right one here is based on us achieving different things. We'll get to see right here. Rejoice, O earth and sea, for I have come with gifts in hand. Oh my. Fear not, mortal, I wish thee no harm. I think I know you. Yes, for I am hope, a whisper in the dawn, a promise of light. I was two, but now I am one, a gleam, a mere refraction of what I could become. Where are we? Nowhere and everywhere. We dwell deep down and high above. Come to me whenever thou achievest mighty deeds, and I shall reward thee and thy people. And let us all rejoice, for thou wilt live again until thy work here is done. Now go, my prodigal herald of hope, and come again. Receive my blessings for thy wondrous accomplishments. So, as I said, these are all achievements. In this case, complete the tutorial. So we unlock Gildenberg. It has come to your attention that another haven is also trying their best to break their seal. Looks like Gildenberg could do with your help. So we get a new map. Right. So we can see one at least, but these can be all sorts of different things. Right now we are working towards getting a house, survive night 2 in Gildenberg, and then our unlock will be that we'll be able to build a house. These can be all sorts of different things. They can be do a lot of damage in one hit with a specific kind of damage. They can be do a X total amount of damage with a specific weapon. It can be do so many kills. It can be reach this level with a hero, reach this max health with a hero. All sorts of different things that you can strive for to unlock all sorts of different things. Now the other one. Let's go talk to them. Welcome to the Oraculum, Commander. What the? Lower your voice, fool, or you will get us caught, and all will be for naught. What is this place? The Oraculum is what I said. Are you deaf beyond dead? A rather formidable place, if I can say so myself, blooming from the fathoms of your scattered mind. Who are you? I am the shadows. I am the dark. I am the pain deep inside your heart. Don't tell the other one, for I will help you. Let it be a little devious secret between me and you. Would you be so kind as to partake of those useless souls you collected from the slain? In exchange, I will share powers and arcane to help in your formidable quest. Will you sell your tainted essence to me, dear? Oh, the other one. Tainted essence is something that we gain after every night. Every night is done, we gain tainted essence from the souls. There are various ways to get extra if that's what you want. But we do get an amount, and the further we get, the bigger the rewards. So let's... Maybe you get... These are just random numbers. Maybe you get 200 for the first night, you get 300 for the next night, you get 400 for the next night, so on and so forth. So the longer you make it in a single run, the more you can, the more you will get. We have 200, and we can unlock health 1 out of 3. Heroes have plus 15 health, so why not? These are all going to be various upgrades for our heroes: mana, health, new weapons, extra action points, extra starting gold, materials. There is one more thing, omens. We are not going to be able to touch on that today. I don't think so anyway. We can check actually real quick, because we leave and now we are about to select the first one. This was the tutorial that has failed. We have Gildenberg, first run. There we go. Select omens before starting a run to increase the strength of your heroes and your haven. Yes, we can customize. I don't think we have... Actually, we have some basic ones. Okay. Each haven has a restriction on how many omens you can select. Some omens will take more slots than others, but have stronger effects. You can change your selected omens between runs, so experiment with them and find the combinations you like. Yes, this will be the last thing we'll go through here. Omens, different bonuses for your run. We start with the basic ones: +1 move, extra mana, extra health, and extra tainted essence. And it's, you know, there's no right and wrong with this. It's pretty much what you prefer. It's whatever is best for your current playstyle. You can play Boundless mode as well. Let's see. The Boundless mode allows to bypass the usual restriction on omen selection. Whether you want to adjust the difficulty to your liking or go crazy and play a run with an otherwise impossible combination, you can now exceed the amount of omen slots defined for a given haven. There are also a few additional omens that are specific to the Boundless modes. And yeah, that will be these 4 here. Golden materials cost are 20% cheaper, +1 heroes capacity, which is also very nice. The haven starts with extra golden materials, and the waves are smaller. I don't know if Boundless mode disables achievements or unlocks, but yeah, it's pretty much up to you to figure out what you want to do. Was one more thing I wanted to mention, but now I forget. Right. Every time you complete a map, you I don't remember what they call it in this game, but you can increase the difficulty. It's if you know Slay the Spire, it's like that. Every time you complete the run, you can do it in an increased difficulty that will increase the rewards, but also make it more difficult. We are not gonna get into that today because it's already been going on for a while, and it'll take a while to defeat this one. But that's gonna be it for today. If this is something you would like to see as a Let's Play, you're welcome to leave a comment below. Otherwise, it'll be, as I said, in an upcoming vote in the future. I don't know when. It's not gonna be in the near future. We will be playing Planet of Lana, and we'll be going through some of that. I have no idea how long it is, but it'll be at least a few weeks, I'd say. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.